Hi, great to be here. Great to see you all. Jonathan Bell, I'm an assistant professor currently at Northeastern University. I'm going to give like lightning talk now on a project that I'm trying to get started with some colleagues at CMU and elsewhere. So I, like many of you probably, build large software systems, software testing systems, symbolic execution systems, fuzzers, all these kinds of fun things where you may be used to kind of the pain of what it takes to actually evaluate these kinds of systems. So for example, we might start off sitting around in our research group talking about, fuzzing, say, hey, maybe we can improve AFL or libfuzzer, or one of these fuzzers, come up with some idea of some new way to enhance this tool. So the journey of getting from that idea to the concrete artifact that we then build, evaluate, and write a paper about often is a difficult journey where, maybe we come up with our idea, we find some code somewhere for some previous project that might or not actually run, and regardless of whether it runs or not, what probably won't run is the thing to actually evaluate it. So evaluating our system might take, spin up some Amazon cloud resources, get 50 VMs, run something for hours or days, hope that it doesn't fail in the middle, download some results at the end. Probably something crashed, you do the whole thing again and again and again, and eventually we get some results up the line. So as software engineering researchers who study continuous integration, it seems like it should be an obvious case where this could be solved, but it is not yet. Where instead what we want to do is start at the same spot. We have some idea let's improve fuzzing, and what we should do is just fork our existing fuzzer, and our existing fuzzer maybe already has some continuous integration workflow where we can make some changes to the code, we push it to GitHub, and then using a continuous integration system like GitHub Actions, there can just be something this is magic, right? We push our code to GitHub, and then we get some results. We get graphs, we get tables, we get comparisons, we study these results. We can form new hypotheses about how we should be changing the system or not, come up with new ideas, and have a fast feedback loop here where we can keep getting those results. That is our high level idea of something that we're trying to build. So far we have an interesting prototype. My student James will give a presentation tomorrow about an interesting approach that we have that combines symbolic execution and fuzzing. We had a lot of this very painful evaluation along the way. By the end, eventually, as we were assembling our XC artifact, we started to build this kind of prototype for continuous integration for these large scale evaluations. It's pretty neat. What we ended up building is something that will automatically run a 10-minute evaluation. So something really fast, kind of like a smoke test on every commit. And then by pressing just a single button, you get the 24-hour evaluation, and you get the graphs that are ready to go into a paper. And you can even do cool stuff automatically show one branch versus another branch in terms of performance and get all this neat stuff. The overall idea of the thing that we're trying to build here is take this idea of this prototype and make something a lot more general that's going to be useful for researchers who are building all different kinds of these large software systems that have complex evaluations, things like fuzzing, things like program repair, things like regression testing, and much broader also. The core idea is we're going to build some of this core infrastructure that will automate connecting GitHub Actions to different kinds of computing resources. We have a university HPC cluster, others have similar, maybe we have public cloud, private cloud, these kinds of things. We want to connect all of them directly there. The core idea is that we'll have these reusable CI workflows and actions so that if you're starting to build one of these systems, you don't have to start from scratch. You can start with a fork of something where it can just automatically run and evaluate. This is something that is still a really early greenfield project, so I'm really happy to be at a workshop like this with so many researchers who are perhaps could benefit from a system like this. Have a poster outside and would love to have extended conversations with anyone who might be interested in using such a system or building such a system or working on such a system, or just to swap stories about how horrible it is running large scale evaluations using public and private cloud resources. Thanks so much. Look forward to chatting.